Welcome to the highlights of the Women's Under-19 Asia Cup Malaysia 2024. This is the Group B match, which is match number 3 between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. That's the team for Bangladesh with skipper Sumaya Akhtar, and there's another Sumaya Shubhorna Nishita who's going to be an important cog in the wheel, and they've got a good collection of players, a mixture of off-spinners, spacers, and a good crop of batters. Sri Lanka did well in their first game, well led by their skipper, and they will try and ensure they get another win. They've got a nicely rounded team with Dahami and Asina, the pacers, and Limansa, one of the important players in the team. All right, it's now time for action. Let's go and join the commentators.
First ball. Short and a little wide outside off stump. Well, if it's nerves, you get them out of the way now.
That's what I'm talking about. That very first delivery, you're not quite sure how it's coming out. Luckily for Rashmika, it was straight. It was short enough.
Well, that's better. Pitched up and it's been taken. What a catch! What a catch at short point. And Rashmika strikes. And the first wicket goes down for Bangladesh.
What a fantastic start for Rashmika and Sri Lanka. And you have to give full credit to the catcher. Have a look at this. It actually moved away, and it was a good catch, that gully. And Bangladesh have one down. And sadly for the opener, without any runs on the board.
Oh, how close was that to the stumps? It's going to run away for 4. Fortune favouring the batter. Eva gets 4, the first boundary of the innings. Oh, that's a misfield. That'll result in 4 more. The bowler's not going to be happy. The fielding captain Manudi is not going to be happy as well. Well, 4 more. That's the second boundary of the innings.
I'm not sure she's got too much control over that delivery. So there's another example of a short and wide and got what it deserved.
Well, this gamble's not paying off to give the new ball from the other end to Rashmi. She's been hit for a couple of boundaries in this over, and this was wide outside off.
Yeah, so that was a good shot for a ball that deserved to be hit in exactly the way in which it was done. So
goes leg side, goes big, and this is going to go for 6. What a shot this! The first 6 of the match, and it was struck well.
How quick momentum changes. Eh? What a good shot. Now that's not the worst delivery, but it was a good committed pull shot, sort of a slog sweep that went all the way over the boundary rope for 6. So well done.
It in the air and safe. Over square leg. There are going to be runs here. Oh, 4 of them. A little sloppy in the outfield by the Sri Lankans today. And another boundary results. Bangladesh wouldn't be complaining.
Oh, uses the feed. Got quite a bit of back to it. Maybe there was an opportunity for a fielder, but the manner in which it was hit to the boundary looked to tell you that she's on the attack. Hiruni made a good comeback in the last over. Once again, short and allowing the batter to play it away. There was a despairing dive in the deep, but it has gone through for another 4 runs. There we go. Catcher is the call. It's gone to hand. And that is the celebration. Tried to go big in the process, did not get the distance required, and it was a good catch taken in the deep. The second wicket goes down.
Hironi bowling to her field. 5 fielders on the leg side, 3 on the boundary, and this time long on fielder comes into play. Eva, who was looking really good, going down the ground, but this time the contact was not as good as before. Still on the back foot when she was trying to get the elevation, and no mistake in the deep. Eva goes for 18. Important wicket there for Sri Lanka. Bangladesh 44 for 2.
Well, drifting down leg, just helping the ball on its way. It's a loosener to welcome the batter, and she takes it gladly. And drifting down leg once again. This has been rather an erratic over from Hiruni, who's known for her accuracy. This one way down, wide and 4. Bangladesh will take it. Oh, that can be close. Umpire has put up the dreaded finger. Initial thoughts on looking at it look to be straightforward.
Another big wicket for Sri Lanka. They have been looking for wickets, and this time is Mitsara bowling wicket to wicket this time, leaving that outside off stump line because she was not getting enough spin. This time more straighter, and the batter playing all across it. Umpire decides she has to go back. Sumaya, who's played a really good knock, she has to go back for 24 of 21. Bangladesh 60 for 3.
Hit that high, catch it is the call, and it's been taken. Too early in the innings to try and go for a shot like that. Little bit of indiscipline shown here, and they're paying the price.
And Mitsara with his second wicket of the match. The first over she comes in and gives 2 important breakthroughs for Sri Lanka. Jannatul, who's trying to be the aggressor, tried the sweep but couldn't keep it down. There were 3 fielders on the boundary, the one on deep square. Hiruni with a very good diving catch in the deep. Jannatul has to walk back for 6. Bangladesh 61 for 4.
Oh, she's going to get a wicket. First ball of her spell, she does. The wrist spinner comes on and gets a wicket. And the captain, who just come to the crease, she'll have to go back to the hut. Soumya Akhtar out leg before.
What an inspired bowling change that was from captain Manudi Nanakkara. Asana Thalagune is right on the money. Up went the finger from N. Janani from India, the umpire, and captain Sumaya Akhtar, the most experienced player in the side, has to depart for 1. Bangladesh are 61 for 5.
Now using her feet, there's a fielder at long on. Will she get to it? No, she won't. That's hit well by Sadia. Well, if there's one thing that one needs to highlight for Bangladesh is the way the batters have used their feet and not been afraid to hit big and hit long down the ground.
That's a scorching heave into the cow corner from Sadia. Came down the track early enough, sized up the length very well, and sent it over the ropes.
She's a thinking cricketer. Now this has been hit in the air, and it'll go for maximum. That's gone for 6 again. I think they're going to get a quick confirmation on that, the on-field umpire, but that should be 6. Sadia is taking on the fielder. What will be interesting to see is how far inside the boundary rope was the fielder at deep mid-wicket. Take a look at this. I wonder if there could have been something done there. I think Chamudi was at least 5 yards inside the boundary rope.
That's a really good shot. And it's right in bisecting the 2 fielders on the boundary.
The energy was good in that shot, wasn't it? The commitment to hit the ball. Good shot. Look at this. Bang. Eye on it, head was down. Not the worst delivery, perhaps a little too full, but by gee, that was really well connected.
And there was a chance. Aerial this time. Afia. But again, the fielder couldn't jump in time, and that's 4 runs.
Getting back on top of this opposition. And you got another boundary.
And this is really good batting. This is really good batting because the mid-off fielder was up and the long-on fielder was very wide. So Afia, understanding that, going down the track and using that gap that's provided in the V area because the long-on fielder is really wide. This is a pitch. There's a chance, and the captain takes it this time.
what a delivery. That was exactly what was required. Just focus on what you have to do, put it in the right area, and let the batsman take the risk. And that's exactly what happened. So the batter, unfortunately, on this occasion, didn't connect and found mid-off.
And it's a huge wicket. It's a huge wicket. Sadia was looking really dangerous. A heavy ball from Rashmika. Easy catch by the captain. Sadia walks back after a brilliant inning of 31. Bangladesh 110 for 6. Again, a very good delivery, but this time Habiba was lucky, a thick edge, and the pace of Rashmika carries it to the boundary. And again, full and straight, and the umpire gives it. Another wicket. The change in momentum you're talking about is definitely there in Rashmika's over.
Well, that's 2 in 1 over, so it appears as though the Sri Lankans want to try and bowl this opposition out. Here we are, nice and straight, and played across the line. That was a very simple decision for the umpire. Well done, good decision. That was it was missing middle and missing off and leg, but it wasn't going underground. That was out. So Habiba, bad luck, 4 runs in 2 deliveries, and the score is 114 for 7. And there's another wicket, and it's a beauty. She's on a hat-trick now.
And Rashmika delivering for the captain, and the captain supporting her with an easy catch and covers.
What you really want at this stage is the set batsman on strike. What we've got here is the new a batter comes in and tries to do the job where a set batsman can do, and here a batter can do. Look at that. That's another simple catch. Well done, Rashmika. You've come back well.
She has definitely come back well with 3 wickets in the over. Farjana goes back on the first delivery without scoring anything. Bangladesh 114 for 8. And that's a really good shot over mid-off. Excellent shot from Afia. She has looked really good. Last ball, and it's flighted up, and the batter has used her feet, but this time the contact's not there. Once again, an easy catch. And Afia, who's looked good, will have to depart for 25.
Yes, that was a obvious ploy by the batting team. They just got to have to throw the bat. The last ball, good effort, but not hard enough, and that just resulted in another catch to long on, and Rashmika's well-renowned celebration.
The Sri Lankans have really enjoyed their catching. Whenever the catches have come to them, the celebrations have been good, but Afia Ashmia, she has played a handy knock, 25 of 23, taking Bangladesh total to 122 in 17 overs.
That's what happened when Bangladesh batted early fall of Jaria's wicket. But it was Eva and Sumaya stitching together a partnership which really put them on a solid ground. And then the finishing was done by Afia, 25, and Sadia, quick fire, 31, that took Bangladesh to 122 for 9. The bowling, excellent from Rashmika, 4 for 23 in her 3 overs. Remember, it's a reduced over match, 17 overs per side. Couple of wickets each for Metsara and Talangune, and they were pretty impressive, but errors from the others in terms of economy. The target for Sri Lanka, 123 runs needed to win off 17 overs at 7.24 runs per over.
First ball of the chase, top-edged, and that might run away for 4. So first runs on the board for Sri Lanka in the run chase. She's got some pace on her. This has been played well, and this time off the meat of the blade. 4 more for Sanjana. Well, Habiba using the short ball not once but twice, and both occasions Sanjana has managed to get 4 runs. On the leg side, hit away, and this is going to be more runs. 4 more. Well, a hat-trick of 4s of the first 3 deliveries of the run chase. Driven well, driven in the gap, and this could be 4 more. It will be. That's the 4th boundary of the over.
They are dealing in fours, are these Sri Lankan batters. 4 fours, all off the bat of Sanjana. Some very convincing, others not so much. End of the first over, and Sri Lanka are 16 for naught.
Look at that. This time in the air and taken. That sweep goes straight to hand, and Nishita gets a wicket. Hiruni out without scoring.
Habiba Islam Pinky at square leg, doesn't make any mistakes whatsoever, and sends the smattering of Bangladeshi fans in the stands into absolute raptures. What a take is that from the 15-year-old Habiba Islam Pinky. Remember, she had gone for 16 runs in her first over. So for her to have that composure and ensure the catch is taken cleanly speaks volumes about what this young girl can bring to the table in terms of her all-round skills.
Yes, Hiruni gone for naught, Sri Lanka 16 for 1. It's a very responsible innings played by Misfield. And that's going to result in runs, 4 of them. Limansa gets off the mark with a 4. And that ends what was actually a good over from Nishita. 20 for 1 Sri Lanka after 2. Swept fine, swept well. And this is swept for 4 as well. Bad ball, got the treatment it deserved. Another 4 in the innings. Hit in the air, hit in the gap. And that's going to be 4 more. 29 for 1 at the end of 3, Sri Lanka. Top edge. Could this be a chance? It is, and it's been taken. Pinky takes the catch. And once again, it's the slowness of Nishita Akhtar's bowling that forces the error from the batter. Sanjana will have to go.
And it's the same combination of Nishita Akhtar, Nishi and Habiba Islam Pinky that does the trick for Bangladesh. Top edge and cleanly taken by Habiba Islam, who scampered over, made a bit of ground, kept her eyes on the ball, and look at the ecstasy on the face of Nishita Akhtar. Sanjana Kavindi goes for a 13 ball 21, and Sri Lanka lose their second wicket for just 29 runs.
Just backing away and cutting it past the fielder. No chance to get a hand to that one. Races away to the boundary. Nice flowing shot through the covers. They needed that. A delightful shot. Straight to the boundary. Finishes the 7th over. Oh, cleaned her up. That is the wicket that was needed. Tried to just drive it away, a little bit away from the body and the ball, finding the gap and striking. And she has to go. This is the wicket Bangladesh desperately needed.
Yes, I certainly did that, and here we have just an inside edge that cannon into the stump, so it was a little wide of the off stump. The foot, I suppose, could have gone a little bit closer to it, but these things happen in this format of the game. Unfortunately for Limansa, she has to go with a strike rate of 100, 16 runs, 48 for 3.
And once again, the pressure building up, goes aerial, there's a chance, and the big wicket, it's gone. Bangladesh gets the big wicket of the captain, Manoodi, and Farzana Yasmin has changed this match, turned this match around for Bangladesh.
It was skied in the air. There was enough hang time for the fielder to cover the ground and settle underneath it on the 3rd try. Remember, there was a bit of a bobble. She managed to held on to it eventually. And that celebration that followed, a bow and an arrow. Where have we seen that before, Sana?
Definitely, I do think there are few bowlers that do that. Diana Baig, Ehsanullah, Manoodi gone for 5. Sri Lanka in all sorts of trouble, 56 for 4. And that's a brilliant delivery. That's a stumping chance once again. And the Bangladesh keeper has been good. The takes have been pretty clean. It all depends whether it's within time.
It's the scoreboard pressure that is telling on the Sri Lankan batters. Encouraged Sumudhu to come down the track. She went for the swing.
And she's really down the ground. Again, clean take from the keeper. And yes, the batter will have to walk back. Another blow to the Sri Lankan batting lineup. Sumudhu, the wicket keeper for Sri Lanka, she has to walk back, getting stumped.
That's a good shot. That's gone through the offside field, and that will reach the boundary. That's a very welcome shot, a very welcome boundary to the total, but they're a long way off the mark.
That might be close. She scurried back, but the keeper did very well to whip off the bails and get the stumps out.
The ball kept low, advancing down the pitch a long way. Misses it. And I think that's out.
It's going to be the red light to tell the batter that she has to return to the pavilion. Another one goes down for Sri Lanka. Bangladesh edge closer to victory. It's 83 for 6. Down the wicket and gone. Had to try that. I can understand that. And easy for the keeper to whip.
To get a couple more runs in the remaining 2 balls. Tried hard, missed it. And easy as you like.
Rashmika Siwandi goes for 20. It's 94 for 7. Goes down the wicket, gets a bit of bat, up in the air, straight to the fielder. Another wicket, and the skipper is elated. That is the end of the Sri Lankan innings. Bangladesh have made an emphatic victory here. They're pumped up, done a good job, posted the runs early. The bowlers doing the job for them, and good support from the fielders. It's been a clinical victory for Bangladesh. Sri Lanka needed to start off with a bang. Sanjana got them off to a very quick-fire start, 21 of 13, but didn't have the support from the other end. Wickets kept tumbling on a regular basis, 16 from Limanza, 15 from Sumudu, and a little bit of a rearguard action from Rashmika, 20 of 23, but not enough. They folded for 94 in their 17 overs. Very impressive bowling cards. Habiba went for runs early, but good comeback. Nishita, exemplary bowling in her 4 overs, 2 for 16, 1 for 17 for Afia, and Farzana chipping in with 2 for 12, and the finishing task done by the skipper, 3 for 12. Hope you have enjoyed our highlights. I look forward to the next match with you.